Good morning, all of you. Today I will discuss the basic concept of vernier calipers. So, what is vernier caliper? A vernier caliper is defined as a measuring device that is used for measurement of linear dimension. It is also used for measurement of diameter of round object with the help of measuring jar. Figure generally shows the vernier caliper of first is a digital vernier caliper and manual vernier caliper. The French mathematician Pierre Vernier invented the vernier scale in 1631. The main use of vernier caliper over the main scale is to get an accurate and precise measurement. What is the least count of vernier caliper? The least count of vernier caliper is also known as the vernier constant. It is defined as the difference between the one main scale division and one vernier scale division. It is mathematically given as when there are n division on the vernier scale which coincide with n minus 1 division on the main scale. Then the least count of vernier caliper is 0.1 mm. How? One main scale division if 1 mm and one vernier scale division is 0.9 mm. So least count is 1 msd minus 1 evsd. So 0.1 mm. So what is zero error? Zero error is defined as the condition in which measuring device register a reading when there should be not any reading. The zero error of vernier caliper is calculated as that is actual reading is equal to main scale plus vernier scale minus zero error. There are two types of zero error. Positive zero error when the jaw of the vernier caliper are closed and reading is positive and away from the actual reading of 0 mm. For instance, if the reading is 0.08 mm, then the zero error is plus 0.08 mm. Negative zero error when the jaw of vernier caliper are closed and the reading is negative and away from the actual reading of 0.00 mm. For instance, if the reading is 0.1 mm, then the zero error is minus 0.1 mm. So what is the vernier caliper parts? First one is the main scale division, second one is the upper jaw, lower jaw. This is the vernier scale division, lock screw and depth rod. One by one we have discussed. So first one is the main scale. Main scale, it is the large scale that runs over the body of the vernier caliper. The reading on the main scale should be either in centimeter or in mm depending on the uses. 1 mm is the lowest unit according to SI units, and the main scale is stationary. Second was the vernier scale. This is the smallest scale that is attached to the main scale, that it moves along the main scale. The movement of vernier scale is dependent on the opening of the jaw. The main function of vernier scale is to provide accuracy to the main scale, and the vernier scale in a metric caliper can have division up to 50 increment such that each division measure 0.02 mm. Then next one is the lower jaw. These jaw are considered to be the one of the most prominent feature of vernier calipers. One of the jaw is fixed and attached to the main scale, while the other jaw is movable and attached to the vernier scale. These jaw are designed mainly to grip the object. The main function of lower jaw is to measure the outer dimensions such as diameter, width, length. Next is the upper jaw. These jaw are similar to lower jaw but are smaller than the lower jaw. These jaw are attached to the upper parts of the vernier scale. One jaw is fixed while other jaw is movable. The main function of the upper jaw is to measure the inner dimension of the object. The jaw open till they touch the edges of the object, taking the reading. The inside diameter of the object, such as hollow pipe jars, can be measured using the upper jaw. Next one is the depth rod. The depth of the jar can be measured using this depth rod. It is a thin rod located at the end of the main scale. Using the depth rod, the measuring is simple. The edges of the main scale is placed to the top surface of the object and the jar are slowly opened. The opening of the jar result in the extension of the depth rod. Next is the thumb screw and lock screw. The main use of the lock screw is to fix the position of the jar. Once the object is firmly fixed between the jar, these also make it easy to take the proper reading. Next is the application of vernier calipers that is used for medical uses, science lab, industries such as steel and aerospace. Sometimes it is also used for in educational sector. Next one is the how to read the vernier caliper. These are the steps where you can easily understand how to read the vernier caliper. Next, the first step is to measure nothing, through which we can check if the main scale and the vernier scale are aligned to each other. When the main scale reading and the vernier scale reading are at zero, it means there is no zero error. Now place a ball between two jars of the vernier scale. Look at the zero marks on the vernier scale lining with the main scale that gives the main scale reading. Next, look for the point on the vernier scale which is aligned with the main scale which gives the vernier scale reading. It is important to note that the reading will most of the time in decimal. The number before the decimal point is the main scale reading, while the number after the decimal point in the vernier scale reading. So how to measure the diameter of the round? First we will fix the round block between the lower jaw and taken the main scale reading on the vernier scale. The figure you can easily see that before this point count the measure of the reading. So before this point our reading is 10.4. So main scale reading is 10.4 centimeter. Next step, count the vernier scale division on vernier scale. Count up to which main scale and vernier scale point each match. You can see easily here. So at match point count the number of point here. So number of count is 16. So vernier scale division is 16. So now the in step third the total reading is main scale reading into vernier scale reading in on least count of this 0.01 mm. The total reading is 10.56 mm. You can solve this example which is asked in the gate exam, so you can easily, I will also give the solution of these questions now. Thank you.